Hello everyone, in this video I will give you some tips about creating designs for print-on-demand business. Never mind if you sell on Shopify, your own store on Shopify, or on Merch by Amazon, or on Redbubble, TeePublic, or any other platform. It will be tips for designing process, what you should do and what you shouldn't do when you create your own designs, or even if you don't create designs but have an outsource person who creating designs for you. It will be useful for these cases too, because it's like main rules what you should have and what you need to do with your designs to look them good, and if you will have better designs, it will of course give you better sales. Yes, there are a lot of other important things in print-on-demand business, like optimization and finding good niches and others, but today we will be talking only about designing process, and this is the main part of your business too, so you should definitely spend some time to check if your designs are made in the better way. And this video is of course more for beginners, but I think that also some designers with experience can find something important and useful in this video too. So today I will be using Redbubble as a platform where I want to show you these tips, but designs that are connected with main ideas of this video can be found anywhere. So let's start. And the first tip for designing is about colors, or in other ways, how many colors should you use in your designs, which colors it should be, and other same things. First of all, of course, you don't need to make any gradient designs like here, as I can see. Okay, maybe it's not a gradient, but for 90% it is. And you shouldn't use any gradients in your designs, because it will have a lot of problems in production. Usually any gradient will look like a brown piece of sheet. Yeah, there are some platforms, print-on-demand platforms, that use different production methods, and in some situations gradient designs can be printed. But in most of cases it will be problems with your design, so you shouldn't make any gradient designs, because you should try to create the most simple designs that will be printed good using any platform and any printing provider. In my opinion, you shouldn't use more than 6 different colors in your design. Yes, of course, in some cases it will be good to use even more, but mostly it is enough to use 6 colors, and also designs can be made in 1 or 2 colors, and they will look good too. But the more colors you will use, the more opportunities you will get to have some issues with your design. So yes, of course, you can use some colors. You do not need to design only in 1 or 2 colors, like for example here, but you don't need to add as much colors as you can. And you should always check if the colors that you use look good on t-shirts or on other print-on-demand platforms which you want to make, which you want to print. For example, even if we will look here, we almost can't find this Santa's hat because it's red on red, and yes, it's very basic ideas, but a lot of designers have some problems with it, like here with this Santa with his white bird on white t-shirt that isn't seen at all. Okay, let's go to the second tip, and the second tip is about position of your design and the shape of your design. You should use two main variants of designs. It can be made as a square or almost as a square. It can be like that, and also it is a good idea to design some round variant, which is quite similar to a square variant, but looks a little bit different. And if you will design something square, you can also change your text that will be also not straight, but with some angle. You should also check position of your design. It should be the center of design somewhere like here. And sometimes I can see that new designers that only begin their creation of designs for print-on-demand business, they after upload have their design somewhere in the center of the short, like in the square, and it's not the best idea because it will look bad on the person. I will definitely recommend you to use one of these three forms for your designs. They will look better than any other. Yes, sometimes you can create designs that don't have symmetry, but you don't need to make it too often. Okay, let's go to the third tip for today, and the third tip will be connected with the font and with the text that you want to add to your design, because the font often can make your design look better, or in other times it can almost kill your design and nobody will want to buy it, even if you have great graphic, great elements. Of course, you don't have to illustrate some letters by yourself. You can simply use fonts that are available for designing, but you should definitely try to find interesting ones that will look good on your design and with your products. The next fourth tip will be very simple and very easy. It's about vintage styled designs in many niches, in many design ideas. Making a vintage illustration will be a good idea, like here with this golf illustration. And to be honest, there are two main variants how you can make your design looking vintage. The first one is about usage of vintage colors, and also you can add them as a vintage sun, what is very popular right now, or in other shape, like even here we can find. And the second one is very easy too, is about making some distressed effect, like here we can find this old effect, and it will look really good on finished product. And this kind of illustrations have good sales right now. Yes, of course, you don't need to make them for some designs for kids or some other niches that are connected with young people, but if you understand that your target audience want to have some vintage illustration, you should definitely make some vintage style design. Especially it will look great for some birthday designs and for birthday of 30 years old person and older. And fifth and the last tip for today will be about creating new designs for your target audience. Yes, of course, it will depend on different niche, but you always should ask yourself what the person, the customer, is looking for when he is typing some phrase to the search and which kind of design he or she want to buy. And it will help you to understand which kind of fonts you need, which kind of colors you need to use. For example, if it will be a design for for a mechanic, for example, you don't need to make a lot of colors. You can make your design in 1 or 2 colors, and it will be some very simple basic fonts that will look good, but they will not have something special. And another situation, if you want to illustrate some design idea for a girl or for a woman, you should use different colors, some pink or purple colors, and of course different design elements and different fonts. So you should brainstorm some minutes what will look better on one or another design idea. Because often I can see that some designer made really good illustration, but it will never be sold because the target audience don't want that kind of illustrations, that kind of design. But in other situations, very simple design can also bring a lot of sales, and it is often in that way that some design which was made in 2 or 3 minutes then give you stable and good sales. So that was my main 5 tips for designers for creation of great designs that will have good sales on Redbubble, Merch by Amazon, or other print-on-demand platforms. Subscribe to this channel. Here I make videos about print-on-demand business and also other interesting topics. So I wish you good sales and see you soon. Bye.